Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel and welcome to week 17 of the DC Sports Digest. No games for Wizards and Caps today, so I'm trying to get this out a little bit earlier, so hope you guys appreciate that. And without further ado, let's just get started. So Nationals, not too much, but they announced their spring training invites, and that included, or non-roster invites, I guess. That included our number 2 draft pick, Dylan Cruz, so that was great to see, and crazy thing is, spring training for us starts in 11 days. That's on the pitchers report, February 14th, which is kind of crazy. I was just looking at like which teams report. I think the earliest I saw was like February 9th, so it's really coming up soon. It's kind of crazy. And on to the Wizards. We beat the Spurs, lost to the Clippers and Heat. I actually watched a little bit of the Heat game last night, and we were ahead for a decent amount. And it felt like right when I turned the game on, we just like blew our lead, and then the Heat were up double digits, and we ended up losing. But besides winning the game this week, the only other positive was Bilal's named to the Rising Stars game. Definitely deserved. He's been good. So congratulations to him, and I guess that I'm not exactly sure on the All Star. I think All Star weekend's like in a week or two. I think so. That'll be coming up soon. But before that, we will have games against the Suns, Cavs, and Celtics this week. I would be surprised if we win any, but you never know. On to the Capitals. So I really don't have too much because I didn't realize they have their All Star break for the NHL right now. They have their All Star game today, so good luck to Tom Wilson. Um, and yeah, we have like the same games I put on here last week because I didn't realize it was All Star break. But those games will start up on Tuesday against the Canadiens. We'll start our tough schedule, see if we can weather that tough schedule and make it to the playoffs. But I'm not. Let's not count on it. And we'll be happily surprised if it ends up happening. And finally, on to the Commanders. So I probably had the most news about as the head coaching cycle wraps up. We were about to fly. I don't remember which day it was, but earlier this week we were flying to Detroit about to interview Aaron Glenn and Ben Johnson, about to give him the contract, and then he got cold feet. Wasn't ready for the bright lights of being a head coach and decided to stay in Detroit, and that kind of messed us up. And then day or two after, Mike McDonald went to Seattle. And then we ended up getting Dan Quinn, our new coach. And then he brought along Joe Witt Jr. as the defensive coordinator. And at first, I was definitely very opposed to this. Obviously it wasn't ideal in the situation, but now he's still. I mean, pretty much anyone can do upgrade at this point over Ron, but like, it's an upgrade. I think he could do a lot with our defense. And he knows. Like, I feel like I saw somewhere he was someone like he was doing some interview. He was like saying like how he was like thinking about like what he would do different if he got another chance as a head coach. And now you have another chance. So take advantage of this opportunity, Dan Quinn. That's all I'll say. And brought in Joe Witt Jr., who is on the Cowboys staff on the defense, who I think is a pretty solid pick for defensive coordinator. Because I feel like the Cowboys, like people were saying, like, oh, they were going to get him as their new defensive coordinator if Dan Quinn left. So we were able to get both of them, which is great. So now we'll just have to figure out an offensive coordinator, hopefully sooner rather than later, as the Senior Bowl has kicked off. A lot of prospects, a lot of team interviews. We've already seen Adam Peters out in the Senior Bowl, walking up and down the field and looking at people, which is great to see. Hope we have a new offensive coordinator. Senior Bowl actual game this today. I guess the combine will be at the end of February, so a lot still going on with the Commanders. I'm sure after at some point there won't be, but it's still nice to have stuff to talk about with them. And yeah, I think that's all I have today. A little short one, but obviously don't have too much of the Nationals and Capitals. Or the Nationals and I guess Commanders. I didn't have too much. And the Capitals were in their All-Star break. But they'll be back soon. Have more about them. Have more about everyone. Have more about the Nationals too, because they'll be starting spring training soon. And yeah, thank you guys for watching. I really appreciate it, and I will see you in the next one. Bye.